really on point.
Okay,
It's
we
not
are.
like
My
overly
bad.
loud like last time.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Kills on the couch.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah,
Oh,
I accidentally
this guy
clicked
just
that.
went live. Okay.
Yeah,
Nah, it's all
that
good.
thing
It's all
is
good.
like hypersensitive. So yeah, we're back, guys. Vince from the couch. We're back. Yeah. So based on the thumbnail, based on the on the title of the video, we gonna get into some serious topics. Some a very serious topic. But yeah, our whole take on this whole situation is we wanted to go back to the beginning. We don't want to get like swept in the whole like wave of this person's the bad guy, that person's the bad guy. Like we don't want to do it. We want to know why it happened, what's going on, and why is this happening? Like, is there ever gonna be a resolution? We don't know.
Yeah, basically, we're taking the neutral stance, and this video is basically gonna be an educational video to, hopefully get your answers, your questions answered in this video, and also, just give you a better idea of the situation that's going on with Israel.
Yeah, and that's
Hamas.
Yeah. And as always, it's better to do your own research.
Yeah, absolutely. This is basically a very, very basic breakdown with our commentary.
Yeah, basically.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. And we're just asking questions, and also we're calling out some people out too.
We always gonna ask those critical questions that you usually wouldn't see those type of questions being asked. We're not gonna ask the basic stuff. We want answers, basically.
Yeah. So guys, let's get to it. And also, we didn't watch this video fully, so we're learning too as it's going. So it's like we're all learning together,
Yeah, it's gonna be a completely organic reaction.
Yeah.
So, guys, let us know in the comments if you like this type of content. Let us know if you're getting a lot of edification from it, and let us know what your point of views are as well. We like to see where your minds are at.
Yeah.
Yep. But guys, without further ado, we're gonna get right into this news coverage of the origins of the Hamas.
Right before that, like, what is your whole thought process or your whole thought on this new, like, I mean, I wouldn't say new battle, but this ongoing conflict going on over there? Like,
my whole thoughts is when I first see it, like my first initial impressions.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw it from the news, so instantly I saw propaganda.
Yeah.
Like I got like I instantly smelled a narrative in the air when it started.
Yeah.
That was my initial, and once I smelled that narrative vibe in the air, I got suspicious, and I instantly like that. That's why I'm neutral.
Nice.
Of course, it's messed up what's going on on both sides. I'm not excusing that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not trying to play one side.
Yeah. You want to have all the answers before you decide.
Right.
And the crazy thing is too, you saying that too, the propaganda thing too. Can I ask you a question? Have you seen anything more about the Hawaii situation, or I don't know?
I noticed that that's completely like,
or maybe Biden's impeachment, or his son Hunter Biden whole situation, like.
Yo, as far as
like
the fact that you even said that, they're so good with this. This coverage is so big right now.
Yeah.
All of those things just disappeared.
Like we
That's a good question, bro.
We going through like a recession, kind of. I don't know. And it's like none of that. All the real stuff that really affects our lives are not being talked about anymore.
And what happened to Ukraine?
They still fighting. They still this. Like, look, war is money, man. War is business.
I haven't heard any updates on that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all.
This is like a great curtain.
And remember this happens after the whole emergency. Remember how they sent the signal to the phones?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it's like
Yeah.
we don't know what that whole we don't 100% know what that whole situation was about, because we know that it's foretelling something's going to happen where they're going to use that
Right.
system. But let's get it. Let's get to the video. 4 minutes and 21 seconds long. We might not watch the whole thing, but it is in the description. So if you ever want to check it out for yourself, let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Israel says it's at war after Palestinian militants launched a major terror attack.
So that's the crazy part too. Israel says that war, and what's crazy is you gotta ask yourself, has Israel gained more land in the past, I don't know, 40, 50 years, however long they've been over there? Have they been gaining more land over there? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking the question. Have they?
From what I'm seeing on the news is I'm just seeing the news is Israel defending itself and having the right to defend itself.
Yeah. Let's get it. I seen somebody describe the whole Palestinian situation as being like open sky prison, like the biggest open air prison. If that makes sense.
Interesting.
Let's get it.
At the center of this conflict is
So what you have here, you have Egypt, you have Jordan, you have Israel, and then you have the Palestinians over here, and then you got some over here. These are the guys I believe that did that attack.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it's the thing is too, it's like Israel have the if I'm not 100% sure. You can fact check me on this. They might have the strongest military defense system in the world. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Right.
But yet these guys was able to do a coordinated attack on them and get the drops on them. But then now they're like, all right, we're gonna even fight back even more. So it's like I don't know.
Right.
But let's get it.
Israel's military occupation of one Palestinian territory, the West Bank, and its blockade of the other, the Gaza Strip. To understand what's happening, it helps to go back to World War I, when Britain took control of the region. The land at the time had an...
You gotta understand. I believe it was World War One. Was it World War One? Right. I believe it was World War One.
Right.
The Ottoman Empire got, like, they had a long dynasty, but they got taken care of, I think, by World War One. I'm not 100% sure, but like a lot of, like, if you look at all the wars and you put the pieces together, you'll find a puzzle. You'll find pieces put to, like, that fit together, and it shows you all of this is basically command and conquer. All of this is pre-programmed to get us to wherever they want us to be at the end. Like in a world where everything is under one rule, under one law, under one I guess one controlling system. I don't know.
That's interesting.
But
That's an interesting way to put it. To put it for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
An Arab majority and a Jewish minority. An Arab rebellion and ongoing Jewish migration was followed by the Holocaust targeting Jews in World War II, and a big increase in...
And yeah, you guys know about the Holocaust. You know about World War II. You know how that situation happened.
Right.
We have a lot of people speak on it in the past, and it's sad that it happened. But the thing is though, it's like it was filmed. That's it was filmed, and they was able to gain more from it because it was filmed. But the same thing that happened to them, it happened to our people for a lot longer. But that's just neither here nor there.
Jewish migration. In 1947, the United Nations, with Australia being a key driver, agreed that what had been known as the British Mandate for Palestine would be divided into a Jewish state and an Arab state.
Wow. See?
So
this where
right.
conflict started. Like, but who gave these people the right to do that? Like,
yeah, cause they not from there, but they did that, and that's gonna cause problems when you're mixing. You're mixing two completely different people.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you have to know you're putting oil and water right next to you. You have to
basically.
But hey, after the Holocaust, after World War II, the Jewish people they got this this land. Did black people ever get the mule and the 40 acres of land? No, we did not.
Yeah.
Sadly, we did not. But this right here caused so much problems down the line. And the people at hand who made it happen.
Yeah, that looks like just looking at that map, it looks like a recipe for
disaster.
For disaster. Look how it's look how it's divided. It's like one side is completely isolated.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And not only that, too, guys.
Plus, they don't get along. Why didn't y'all just do instead of mixing the? Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know because I know there's landmarks and stuff. It's not that simple. Yeah. As in giving them one half and the other take another half.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not, but
I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. But yeah, you guys gotta understand this also too. If you read your Bible, if you understand your Bible, you'll know that this land, like a long time ago, I'm gonna just keep it real. It doesn't belong to either of these two groups. I don't want to. I'm just keeping it. Just do your research on that. I'm not gonna say nothing more.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna. I think they brushed through the part in this where they moved the Jewish representatives to this land.
Mm-hmm. But let's get it. Let's see what more we got to learn.
The Jewish side accepted this, hence the state of Israel was formed. But the Arab side.
What year did she say it is?
1947.
47. Okay, I thought it was 48. I was off by a year. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was established in 1948. Okay,
let's get it.
That lets you know that this is fairly
If you think about it, you could say it's probably like been like 60, over 60 years.
Yeah,
over 60 years.
It's fairly new.
Yeah.
As Britain withdrew. But as the years went on, Israel took more land than had been agreed by the UN.
Wait, wow. What was that? Hold on, what was that? Israel took more land?
Israel is taking land.
So that alone right there answers 8 questions. Why there's so much conflict there and why it's continuing happening. And have Israel been growing bigger ever since they've been given that land?
Yeah, it kind of looks like that they're...
Oh, also, there's a quick note too. Zelensky's mom and dad actually got a home in Israel.
Wow.
I believe it's $8 million mansion. I don't know. I don't know. Need the facts. I don't know. I don't. My opinion. They got a mansion up there.
By the UN, Palestinians.
Wait, go back a bit. What she said. I want to know what's their reason. What was their reason?
Israel took more land than had been agreed by the UN. Palestinians call this the Nakba, or catastrophe, as hundreds of thousands of Palestinians fled.
Dang.
It just shows you, if you want to keep it real, who was there first? Out of these two people, out of these two factions.
Yeah.
Who was there first?
The people that was moved in 1947, or the people who was already natives in that land?
Natives after they moved into that land. Who knows how long. But just keeping it, it's like.
And if you want to go further back,
it's like,
those natives are the people who took the land from the people that was inherited the land.
Yeah.
If you want to go further back, which they're not doing.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
They're not gonna go further back.
But it just that's gonna make people mad. That's gonna cause anger. All this stuff. It's gonna cause the whole situation that happened a couple weeks ago. It's causing stuff like that. But
it's straight up invasion.
So it's
an invasion.
So,
I think I saw the news headline was they invaded Israel.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't it the other way around?
For that fight that happened, they say they invaded them. I don't know if they did or not, but hey, it's
interesting. All right.
At the end of the war, Israel controlled all the land in blue, except for Gaza here, which Egypt controlled, the West Bank, which was controlled by Jordan, and the Golan Heights, controlled by Syria. In 1967, in what's known as the Six-Day War, Israel seizes the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and the Golan Heights.
I'll let you know. Hey, let you know, man. They wasn't there to just move in. They was there to take over.
Yeah,
that land is very
for sure.
symbolic. That land is for people that not there. They have remnants, a little bit remnants there, but it just shows you, man. They, I'm just keeping it real. They got kicked out of a whole bunch of countries in the past, but why you gonna talk about that?
Israel then went on to occupy thousands of kilometres of Palestinian territory.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
The UN says is illegal. This is what we now
They say it's illegal, but they're not
It's
gonna do nothing
illegal.
about.
Wow.
They're not gonna do nothing about it.
Wow. So even the UN saying it's illegal.
Saying it's illegal.
And they the one who placed them there
Yeah. So if
from
you
the get go.
Yeah, so you have people, if you know people or you think about donating money to this, you got to understand the story behind it. You got to understand the history behind it, like the facts, everything, before you go, oh, Israel needs my help. And you listen to people like Plies or Floyd Mayweather or any of these celebrities like trying to be on a side. It's not about picking, it's not about a side with this situation. It really is more about knowing why it's happening and knowing that this situation could have been prevented. Let's get
refer
it.
to as the occupied territories.
That's crazy.
Despite objections from
Wow.
the international community, Israeli civilians choose to live in the areas for political and religious reasons or for cheap homes.
Yeah, you see it. They basically getting their stuff taken. The Palestinians basically getting their stuff taken.
So basically, from what I'm seeing here,
Mhm.
I this whole time I thought it was like the Israelis was our. You see, if you're looking at it, if you're not looking at it from a long timeline, and you're
Yeah.
looking at it from a current
Yeah.
timeline,
Yeah.
it's more like Israel's in their spot,
Yeah.
and then outside invaders come and take their spot. But if
Yeah.
you're looking at it from a long timeline,
If you
is
yeah.
Israel took this spot, and they want whoever they took it from wants it back.
Wants it back, or they're not giving it up without a fight.
Yeah, and it looks like slowly
Yeah.
Israel's taking more of
Yeah.
those little pockets,
Yeah.
and that resistance
Yeah.
is trying to it's desperately fighting for their
Yeah.
existence
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, if you can mirror it to any movie, I would say Star Wars. I would say the Israelites over there. They're basically the Empire, and the Palestinians are basically the rebels.
The rebels, yeah.
Basically, in my opinion, that's the way.
That's
look
just
at
a
that
way to
dynamic.
look at it.
That's
It's not set in stone.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more complicated, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. Let's get it.
Here's where a lot of conflict happens as Palestinians are displaced.
They're displaced. They got their home taken. They're panicking and killed. Like the brutality that's going on
In
over there is crazy.
2005, Israel withdrew from the Gaza Strip, a small coastal territory home to 2.3 million people.
That's
The
crazy,
most
bro.
densely populated places in the world.
Wow.
Israel controls the airspace and the sea.
Pause
and it
right quick.
controls the crossings used.
It looks like you see that's why.
You heard that? Israel controls the airspace and the sea.
Wow. So they're trapped.
They're
Yeah,
trapped,
that's what you said
like
about
a-
open
like-
air prison.
Like an open air prison, man.
Basically. And it looks like no matter what, those people are not conforming.
Like, no.
You know, they're not conforming.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
seeing
crazy.
rebellion in them.
Yeah. But
More than
But the crazy thing is though
yeah.
they're blocked off, right? How
Right.
are they getting weapons? How are they getting more weapons? How
That's
are
a
they
good
able
one.
to
That's a good
do all this stuff? And it goes to show you, like, there's stuff that are being played under the table that we do not see.
And if anything, I'll say this is they purposely to provoke them and to, you know, to have, how you remember 9/11,
Yeah,
and then we had to go after Saddam.
yeah.
Basically a situation like that,
Okay.
to have a right to look good in the media for going after them,
Okay.
because hey,
Yeah.
they did this, so we gotta go and take
Yeah.
revenge. But really,
Yeah.
you made them do this.
And recently, I believe Israel sent out a notice, or they sent out like said, hey, get out of this certain area, like you guys gotta evacuate, and then they end up bombing that area, and kids got stuff happened there where lives was lost. So
it's really looking like a purge, man.
It really is. You got some people want these people out for good. When I say out for good, I mean
they're talking about their seed.
Their
want that
seed, their DNA. They don't want them to. They just want them to be known as a folklore. Basically, they want these people to be known as a myth. Basically,
that's crazy.
But yeah, these are supposedly God's people, or in my opinion. But I don't know.
The goods in and out. The crossing into Egypt is mainly used by people. Conditions for Gazans under the blockade are tough, with an unemployment rate of 50%, as well as deteriorating health systems and infrastructure.
It's like
I could imagine, bro. Like you guys are this is like you said, open air prison. Like how much they can how much
how can
at least they're near the water, they can like fish and
but
stuff.
how can they grow? How can they flourish? How can they
It's crazy, bro.
The group Hamas was formed in the late 1980s as frustrations grew. Hamas's goal.
You see, the Hamas was, they'll create it in the late 80s. That's what you said.
Right.
Late 1980s as
this is I'm seeing from frustration.
Yeah, from frustration. So it's like you gotta ask yourself, these people like this Hamas group, it's like, why do they exist? Why do they exist?
This is the results of cornering a dog.
Yeah, basically
corner an animal. It's gonna want to fight.
It's gonna bite back. It's gonna. So it's like you can't be surprised when you get attacked overnight by some covert operation, and they're like, these people are shit. Let's take them all out. It's like, yo, you keep stepping on me. You keep bidding on me. You keep taking everything away from me, and then you wondering why I'm getting mad.
These people are fighting for. I mean, it's crazy. I'm not trying to justify what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying this is a cause and effect type of situation.
Yeah, it is a cause and effect type of situation because it's like
it's crazy, bro.
People are losing their lives, so it's like you can't pick a side. But if you really look at the history of it, you're not gonna help but be like, all right, this is where the problem arises.
Those people are losing their lives. People losing their lives on the left and the right due to poor leadership. It's all it is.
And it's been designated a terrorist group by many countries, including Australia.
They call them a terrorist group, but yet they won't call the Israelites a terrorist group for taking more land than they were supposed to.
Right.
As a militant wing and a political
arm,
messed up, man. Won democratic elections in 2006, but wouldn't renounce violence against Israel and was isolated by the international community. It seized control of Gaza a year later, and while Israel withdrew from Gaza, it continues to occupy.
Man, those people
even though they withdrew, they still occupying the West Bank.
This means the Israeli army is the ultimate authority in the West Bank.
Dang, that means Israel. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
The 3 million Palestinians.
And I'm gonna let you know this also too. If you think if anything dark under the sun, you don't think it's happening to the people over there, to the Palestinians over there, like to the females? Like you don't think like.
Yeah, imagine all the atrocities and war crimes and violations, bro. That happens there on the daily that goes unreported. Think about that, bro. All the injustices.
Yeah,
especially right now.
So that's why
that Israel's on the strike ban.
Yeah.
Imagine how bad it is.
So if you think about saying, oh, Israel needs our money, needs our help, needs our support, and all that stuff.
You are stupid.
Then you're an idiot, in my opinion. You're an idiot, and you do not look up to see.
You don't have the ability to critical think.
Yeah.
Like you one of them fools that be in those movies who's just blindly follows the narrative.
3 million in Gaza do not want an Israeli occupation or a blockade. Another point of contention is Jerusalem. It's home to holy sites from three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Clashes in the region often escalate around major religious holidays, like the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur or Ramadan. This is a region that's faced tension for years, but these attacks
That's a
show
hot
things
spot,
could
boy.
escalate.
That's crazy. How you
Man,
the reason
bro.
why do you think there's so many different religions in that one spot?
I'll say it depends because it's like no, it goes like this. It's whoever was there first, and then after they left, other people moved in. But then you gotta understand the people that was there first, like they created a legacy so powerful that many other people got drawn to it and wanted to be. They made their own thing out of it, and at the end of the day, that land over there, because it was, a lot of political stuff happened there. Like they want it. It symbolized something more than that's on this plane, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
just
a land that's been conquered over and over by
but at the
different peoples.
but at the same time too, it's like if anything was to happen to Israel, like that whole that country, that land, it will cripple the whole world. That's how powerful it is over there. That's how important it is over there.
Why you think so?
Why I think so? What?
Why, if anything will happen to Israel, it'll cripple the whole world. How would that be?
Because a lot of money goes into it over there. A lot of countries support it, and a lot of leaders and a lot of blood relations are connected there too. From these, in my opinion, how the Bible described them, the synagogue of Satan. But it's like, I'm saying like, just like, I don't know 100% I don't know 100% how powerful it is over in Israel, but I do know that if anything was to happen to it, the whole world would be crippled. Like, you gotta look at it. This small land right here, but they have but they have that much power as the U.S., as Russia, as China, or many more. I don't know.
Right.
This small strip of land.
Right.
It goes to show you it's more than the land over there. There's something bigger over there. Oh, hey.
Right.
Even further.
And also.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it.
And also, we do have more content on this.
Yeah.
And this is about the.
Yeah. So the thing is about this, guys, is there's black people living over there. So this is basically our response to any black celebrity trying to speak promotion stuff.
How do they not know about this, bro?
Try to speak promotion stuff to Israel, like Plies or these whoever's talking good about Israel, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, they're deporting black people who live there, like who wants to be there and wants to continue with their faith over there. They're deporting these people. Why? They won't tell us why, but hey, they're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything illegal, but
these people are doing everything they can to get citizenship.
Yeah.
And they can't. Like, they're joining the army. They're doing
African Hebrew Israelites face deportation. So it makes you wonder. African Hebrew Israelites, like, what is that? Like, have you ever heard of that before? So it's like, so
that it's like they don't want a cat getting out of the bag, basically.
Yeah.
They don't want a certain truth being revealed, so they gotta scrub it. It's like something you gotta put makeup over real quick.
Yeah,
it's a smudge that they need to get out the way, that they refuse to let grow.
Yeah, let's get it. African Israelites fight deportation. Israel. But your Plies, your Floyd Mayweather, they're not gonna talk about this. Floyd sent, what did he say? He sent bulletproof vest or something. He sent he sent all these stuff over there. But did he send anything to these people over here?
Right.
Did he send anything over there? Did he send anything to black people here in the States? I don't know. We don't know.
Right.
But he didn't make it public like his whole Israel. Israel stunt that he did. Like, what about pride? Talk about empathy and all this stuff for what about these people getting deported?
Mm-hmm.
Like come
these
on.
like these celebrities, they sound so one sided, bro.
They're always one side. If you think about it, they're basically liberals.
Yeah, how can you sit back and listen to these guys speak? They sound like clowns.
Every
bro.
celebrity is entitled to their own opinion. They're entitled to their own like rights and their belief. But it's like, if you're a celebrity, I don't think you should be really pushing like a. You shouldn't be pushing like one side only. If you're gonna talk on a subject, you should talk on both sides and talk about the good and the bad of both sides. But you should never like try to just be on one side.
Mm-hmm. That's because they can't. They can only talk about one side.
In the village of peace of the African Hebrew Israelites community, a quiet, calm, belies. What did I say? Belies? And looming threat. Belies the looming threat. Yeah, these people are just chilling, man.
Is your plans pause?
Let me go back. This is all subtitles, guys.
Israel plans to
deport dozens of members, some of whom have children and grandchildren who knows no other home. That's crazy. So they're trying to do. Basically, they don't want them settling in. They don't want their kids having like these kids. They don't know no other home. So this will be their ancestor. This will be their land. This will be their starting generation. Right. So they don't want that. They don't want these people there. And there's a reason why these people should.
They see them as a threat.
In my opinion, like Jerry said, they see them as a threat.
That's the only way.
That's the only way you want to deport them.
Yeah, for no cause too.
Why would you deport some people
who's been there, right?
Who's trying to be there, trying to live for God? You know, like I don't know.
They're wrong for that. Those people, it's like,
so
and they're the same. They're in the same religion as you.
Yeah. So if they're in the same religion as you, why are you trying to deport them? And it goes to show you. Maybe they're not in the same religion. Maybe they don't worship the same God. Maybe the God that these other people are worshiping are false idols. I don't know. Let's get it. The African Hebrew Israelites first made their way to Israel from the United States in the 1960s. So if you think about it, it's like interesting. It's like 12, 13 years after the other Israelites was given that land. So it's like, oh, now the other Israelites are coming back, trying to make home here.
Right. As in others, those were Israelites who realized their history.
Yeah, who realized it.
And they was like, oh shoot. Mm-hmm. We're far away from home.
Now this is the part right here. While members do not consider themselves Jewish, they claim an ancestral connection to Israel. That's crazy.
Wow,
that's
interesting.
Crazy. They don't. You gotta understand though. They don't consider themselves Jewish because they're not Jewish. You can mean.
So now this is going
being
deeper.
Being a Jew is a bloodline, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It is a bloodline, but I don't want to speak more on that because YouTube's gonna block the video and say we're anti-Semitic. But yeah, what you gonna say?
Yeah, basically you said it.
Yeah. They claim an ancestral connection to Israel. That's a very powerful statement.
That sounds deeper than 1947.
Yeah,
ancestral goes way deeper.
Way back. If you really go back.
Yeah, 1947. That sounds like a placement.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're not black Jews. We're not Jewish. We're not adherents to Judaism, the tenets of Judaism. We're practitioners of spirituality versus religion. They can make all kind of exceptions and creative immigration rules that allow for Ukrainians and all others to come in. But when it comes to those of African ancestry, we seem to be the target of very, very crafty wording and loopholes that define us on the outside.
That's crazy.
I like how these black celebrities are not covering this.
They're not covering that.
Like y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
So that just like what he was saying. Like it literally they're creating all these loopholes, all these contracts. when it comes to who can live there. So you basically saying you got people from Ukraine, people from wherever European country, they can go over there, settle down, no problem, no hassle. But if your skin is a different color and you go over there trying to do the same thing as these other people, you're gonna have a lot of big problems. And hey, it just shows you.
That's crazy, right? It's like this
So
is
it's like-
this
it's
is the
like-
cat they don't want
Yeah.
out of the bag.
So it's like in my opinion,
But it's getting
yeah,
out the bag
in my opinion,
slowly.
in my opinion, these I don't want to say Jewish people, but you know what I mean.
These wish.
These people,
ish.
yeah, these people, what they do is everywhere around the world they let migration happen, they let immigrants happen, they let all this stuff happen. They actually want it to happen. They're making it happen. But then when it comes to their holy land, it's strictly what that race that no, I'm not even going that way. Let's it seems to only be
They're fighting two fights. To me, they're fighting the people. Yeah, let's put it this way: they're fighting the people who claim the land after the original ancestral people, which we're looking at right now, allegedly lost their birthright to the land due to
and
due to what's the
Curses.
word?
I'll say curses and
Yeah, not following the Bible, basically,
Yeah,
not following
and
the
being punished for it.
commandments, and losing their so they're fighting
That's
two
it.
people.
yeah. And,
These people are crazy, bro.
And-
Can you
and-
imagine that?
And not think about it though
That's
too.
wild.
Also, if these Israelite people, if there was like he said they're spiritual and all that stuff, it's like, but do they believe in God? Do they believe
Yeah,
in the
when
God
he's-
of Abraham, the
right.
God of Isaac, God of Jacob? Like, if these people were to pray as one,
It says
and-
that in
and
the Bible
fast.
too.
I believe-
if our
Yeah.
people were to only pray,
yeah,
these problems would go away.
yeah. So it
And-
shows you.
We still lost.
It shows you they're deporting them because you can't just murder them out of like how you doing the Palestinians. You just can't do that because some age is gonna come down and gonna stop that real quick. But it goes to show you.
Oh, that's true.
It goes to show you these people at the top. They know
who they can touch and who they can't.
they know who God is very. They know which God they fear the most. You know.
So
know,
they have to covertly
they
get
have
these
to-
people
yeah.
out of the way.
They have to work the people by the pin. They can't
Yeah.
work them by physical
They
like
gotta
brutal means.
yeah, they gotta beguile them.
Yeah, let's get it.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's like
Yana Emery had just given birth to her third child when she was found out she could be deported.
wow.
That's crazy. Look, it's like
Ooh.
you gotta look at it from the Israelites' perspective, the white Israelites' perspective. You got these people in a small corner trying to make a comeback.
Right?
It's like having a mold in your house. You gotta start when it start like being noticeable, and
It's the fact that the way that they came from. Like, I would like to know some more back history from the 1960s.
Yeah.
What realizations did they make to say, oh shoot, we gotta go back here.
yeah,
This is where we belong.
yeah.
Like
So
that's a big realization they
that's a
must have
very-
made.
yeah.
Cause they're in America, bro. How you
Yeah.
gonna be in America and be like, oh shoot, all right, we
this
gotta go
during the
back.
'60s too.
Yeah,
so
I
you got
want to
your-
know more details.
So
on
this
that.
during the '60s. So in the '60s, you know, Malcolm X is still alive. Martin Luther King is still alive.
It was a lot of educated
yeah.
black people in those times.
Yeah, a lot of educated, but then,
so
you
so
know,
a lot of things got lost, a lot of knowledge,
knowledge got lost.
which is still
Due to
coming
the
back.
fact that the crack epidemic and
Oh
other
yeah,
various stuff.
they had to
happened
do all
to
those
black
things,
people,
man.
yeah.
They had to.
A lot of smoke and
Do
mirrors.
they think
Had to.
is going anywhere without their babies? Like, I had a breastfeeding baby. When I received the letter, my child was 5 months old. And it was like, oh yeah, so you gotta go. So what's supposed to happen with my babies? Like, I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a baby at the time. What's supposed to happen with my children?
They would study outside, sitting on rocks in the cold.
That's the
in
question.
heat,
Why they gotta go? Why they don't say why in these letters.
Look, I just paused the video to show you guys why they have to go. This right here. This right here. You can't have these people knowing where they're from. You can't have them have a foothold to where they can go back and look at their ancestry, look at where they come from. Because it's like, if you think about the black people in America, the people from the slave ships, and you ask them, like, all you think their history is everything in America, but you don't ask about the history that happened before they got sent to America. Where's the history there? You know, like, so.
Yeah, I was seeing something. It don't make sense how black people are in America are called African American, but white people in America are not called European American.
Yeah,
you know, like why we gotta have that, like
that whole that little tag on.
Yeah, that tag.
Yeah,
like
that's
another thing that came to mind, and also another thing I was thinking. That's how you know the devil. He just try to counterfeit everything God do. Like he has this whole counterfeit chosen people right here.
Yeah, basically, in my opinion.
And the light always shines through the cracks. No matter what you do, it's gonna shine through. And they're just they always keep trying to patch it. And right now they're doing a major patchwork because there's a lot of light shining through the cracks.
Yeah. So if these people were a lot more well known and a lot more black people were to like study,
are lame as hell, bro. They don't cover none of this.
Nope.
They should be ashamed of themselves, man. Like
they're doing all that just so they can get more cool points, so they can get more rewards.
I know, man. Y'all lame for that, bro. Like this is major. Screw all that. These people right here, just talking about these people, it will open a whole pot of truth.
Yeah.
Like this will be the beginning of digging into a lot of truth. But let's get it.
Establish our own institution. The establishment of the state of Israel was based on the fact that Israel is the ancestral home of the Jewish people, right? Or the people of the Bible, or the people of the book. We identify as being part of that people as well. And
see? They don't want.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah. He just told you the truth. Like they identify as the people from the book, from the Bible, and so it's like you can't have two different people saying they're from.
Yeah, who is it? Which is
the real one? But then you gotta look at it though too. You gotta look at.
You gotta put all the facts on the table.
You gotta put all the facts. You gotta put all the pieces together. You gotta ask yourself who's in power and who's not in power. Who was scattered? Who was scattered?
I know the 1947 people. They wasn't on those slave ships, bro.
Hey,
I'm just gonna say that. So we came back home.
Yeah.
Home by divine calling, like a lot of other people do.
There's a scripture that specifically said that.
So
you'll be in ships carried into far lands.
Yeah.
So.
And why?
I'm gonna just say that.
We are the only people who have not been accepted after 50 plus years in Israel.
Wow.
That's something that nobody can be able to explain. Why?
Wow, that's true.
Because they hide the truth, man.
Are you gonna say these people are lying, or are you gonna say these people are delusional? These black Israelites, or are you gonna say they're delusional? You got like, what is your excuse, or what is your reasoning? And I'll say that's
crazy, bro.
The community's long fight to secure its status shines a light on Israel's strict immigration policy. They have a strict immigration policy. Yet they middle everywhere else to have non-strict immigration policies.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man, look at this. Which grants people it considered Jewish automatic citizenship, but limits entry to others who don't fall under its definition. So basically, so they can grant people who consider themselves Jewish, but the whole catch is your skin gotta be like my skin. It can't be like these people's skin. You can't be this color and say, hey, you're Jewish. No, they're not.
Why not?
They're not gonna accept it.
It's crazy, bro.
And it's crazy. And limit entry for others. When they say others, they basically just mean anybody else that's not white, trying to say they're Israelites for saying they're Jews. We're not gonna let you get no citizenship.
All I'm seeing right here is. All I'm seeing here is. All I'm seeing from all this is.
Yeah.
This is these are some scattered Israelites that found their way back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I'm seeing. Like based on what I read on my Bible.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
In my opinion, too, if they're trying to deport them, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with Israel coming days, weeks, years. We don't know.
And one thing this whole Hamas attack thing is showing you is showing it's really like it's revealing a lot of truth. And it's causing the people who can critical think to critical think and looking deeper.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the good thing about this whole situation. A lot of people are doing their due diligence and they're seeing. They're putting two and two together.
Yeah. And I guess, in my opinion, I feel like this should be the stuff that should be talked about. In my opinion, which many people consider
it's messy over there, bro.
Yeah. Months have dragged on without a decision from the Israelites' authority. Leaving the undocumented Hebrew Israelites suspended between their homes and the Holy Land and what they see as exile. Basically, they're not giving these people an answer. Like literally, they just left the phone line on without saying a word.
Yeah, they're doing that whole customer service spin around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we don't know the answers for this. Let me make you speak to somebody who's above me. You know, that whole nonsense,
it's like actually, my question is, this will be like to your Ben Shapiro's or whatever that nigga, that guy's last name is. All these top ranked Jewish people, like, what are your thoughts on these people not being able to call this their home and not being able to say they're Jews and that they're Israelites, spoken from the Bible? Like,
yeah,
you gotta have proof that they're not these people. But if you go down that route, I feel like more stones will be turned, and then more truth will come into fruition.
It's rabbit hole goes deep.
Showing up on the
front.
It's just
It goes
crazy,
deep, man.
But yeah, that was our little take on the whole Hamas. What is it? Hamas?
Yeah, the whole
Hamas versus Israel, or the whole conflict. Yeah. So it's like
hummus.
So it's like it's something that we want to ask questions. We want to know why it happened, what's going on there, how can we prevent it, or how can we find a solution for it? Because apparently the people in charge of us, they're not gonna look for no solution. They're gonna actually
BS.
They're gonna actually look for opportunities to even make more money off of this whole situation.
Yep.
So it's like, come on.
That's what our government has always been great at, giving you spaghetti, spaghetti, and BS and confusion.
Remember that they gave the Hawaiian people family a one-time payment of $700.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, they gave the Ukrainians over $3 grand each person over $3 grand in aid. If you think about it. And $1 billion in AIDS over there, but they won't help. They won't help. What is the East Ohio Palestine? When we go do something, we don't get the help because money laundering is very hard to do when you do it in your own country. But look, it's just it's what it is. But yeah, that's our take on it. That's just the couch take on it.
Yeah, guys, do your due diligence, man.
Be careful who you support.
The rabbit hole goes deep.
It goes deep.
And don't just blindly listen to these dumbass celebrities.
Yeah, if you really want to look at this world, the truth of this world, look at how the Ottoman Empire fell, and look at what happened after that.
Yeah.
Look at when the Ottoman Empire begun, because history shows you like the wars, World War I, World War II, all these battles, all these wars, they show you they kind of like, in a way, tell you what's going on behind the scenes. If you look at how they started and why they started, you know. So hey, that's our
yeah, man.
that's us. Yeah.
Study your history, man. Study your history, and also the Bible is a history book as well.
Very history. Yeah.
It's a history book, and it's also a guide, a manual of how to prepare for the afterlife.
And one more thing too. Ask yourself, who is the synagogue of Satan? Or ask yourself, what happened to the Israelites spoken in the Bible? When do their curse get done? What happened after the curse is done? You know, like, will they be in power? Will they be in charge of 6 corporations that controls everything? Like, those type of questions, you know? But yeah, that's us, and we're out.
Yeah, guys. So for all the people, study to show yourself approved. I meant to get some scriptures on the screen, but we didn't get to that. But if you're watching the video, you'll find the right scriptures that match all that. Thanks for watching, guys. That was our breakdown. We're gonna sign out. Views from the couch.
And we're out.
Peace.